is off to a spectacular start. Near perfection on both the floor exercise and the vault. Much to the delight of the Bruin faithful. 9-time champion Utah remains within striking distance after a solid beam rotation. But that 4-inch wide piece of wood can be fickle, and Michigan's first rotation problems seems to have sealed their fate in the quest for the national title.
Back in Boise in the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships, Bill McAtee along with Amanda Borden. And Amanda, as is so often the case, the stories that we've seen unfolding today predominantly revolve around the beam.
That's right. We've seen Michigan trying to recover from a very disastrous performance, while Utah, on the other hand, hit 6 for 6 with a very strong performance, which may have put them in contention. Now, UCLA is ending on that event, and that's where they're most vulnerable.
Here are the standings entering the fourth rotation. It's UCLA, followed by Alabama, Nebraska, Utah, Georgia, and Michigan is in 6th place. Michigan will be at the vault, UCLA on bars, Nebraska on beam, Utah on the floor exercise, and Alabama and Georgia have byes. Well, UCLA knows they're close. After winning in 1997, Val Condos was disappointed in their 5th place finishes in 1998 and 1999. And here is one of those talented freshmen, Onnie Willis.
Onnie with the 1998 level 10 national all-around champion, as well as the vault and the beam. Very strong competitor. Nice high to Tkachev. Val said she was worried about her freshmen not being able to handle the pressure, and it looks like they're doing a great job so far. Double front, half dismount, great landing.
Over on the beam, underway, Heather Brink from Nebraska.
As you saw her scores, Heather's probably one of the most consistent competitors in this competition. Leap series of switch leap, switch leap.
Normally, your best gymnast will go last in the rotation, but Heather prefers to go first.
Being first is a very important position. You want to have a nice routine, very clean, good score, so the team feels confident.
Nebraska ranks 7th in the nation in the beam coming in.
Getting ready to dismount. She's a very difficult dismount. Round off double tuck. Great landing, a small hop.
So Heather Brink trying to set the tone for Nebraska on the beam. Onnie Willis, a 9.85 for UCLA on bars. And Heather Brink, a 9.85. Nebraska unable to make up any ground. Over on the vault, that's Janessa Grieco. She was the Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
Beautiful handspring pike front half. Perfect landing.
Her mom and dad, Guy and Lena. Janessa finished 3rd in the vault in the individual competition, and Michigan rebounding nicely since the unfortunate start on the beam. Over at the floor exercise, Denise Jones for Utah.
Nice double pike.
Utah ranked 4th in the nation in the floor exercise coming into the Nationals. We've mentioned Utah's record 9 NCAA national championships, but they haven't finished higher than 3rd since 1995. And last year, when the event event was held on their home floor, they didn't make it to the Super 6. Well, the Utes continuing their fine showing. Denise Jones, a nice effort on the floor exercise. The score for Janessa Grieco, a 9.90. And for Jones, also a 9.90 over on the floor exercise. Still to come, the UCLA stalwarts, Degteva and Bhardwaj, after this message and a word from your local station. Championships from the beautiful Treasure Valley in Boise, Idaho. There's Greg Marsden. He's seen his Utah Utes drift down to 4th place. So trying to move up on the floor exercise. That's Deidra Graham, a 4'11 sophomore, and the consensus is that Deidra has the potential to be one of the best all-round gymnasts in the country, but has been competing in the shadow of Teresa Kulikowski and Shannon Bowles, so their injuries has given Deidra a chance to shine.
Opening with a great double pike. And performing to music from Jaws. Very interesting choice.
Her best events are here on the floor and on the bars, where she was an All-America last year.
Getting ready for her second tumbling pass. And a front half to a layout step out. Tumbling pass to go. Ending with another front tumbling pass, a front layout to a front pike. Very clean routine for Deidra.
Deidra Graham from Utah. Congratulations from her teammates. Lena Degteva, ready for UCLA. She tied for 3rd on bars in the individual competition.
The entire UCLA team is very clean and very precise in this event. That was a beautiful pike Jaeger. You'll never see her legs come apart throughout the entire routine. Getting ready for the dismount. Nice full in. A small step on the landing, but a great routine.
Lena is a Canadian citizen, but wants to stay in the U.S. after she graduates from UCLA. And Valerie Kondos Field even considered adopting her to help her do that, but found out you can't legally adopt someone over the age of 18. The score for Deidra Graham on the floor, 9.875. And for Degteva, a 9.90. So UCLA continues to be impressive. On the beam, this is A.J. Lamb, a freshman, one of the most highly recruited gymnasts in the country, but decided to stay home in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Her 2 older sisters are a part of the team. They're seniors, one the team manager, and one is not competing due to an injury. But I'm sure that had a lot to do with her staying here in Nebraska.
A.J., a 3-time Junior Olympics national champion. Nebraska with a very talented freshman class. And they should be a presence here for years to come.
Nice straddle jump series. This has been a very clean routine thus far. Getting ready for a dismount. gainer full off the side with a stuck landing.
A.J. Lamb from Nebraska.
Here comes AJ's mount. A punch front on. Very difficult because you cannot see the beam before it hits you.
And the score for AJ, a 9.80. Mohini Bhardwaj is the individual bars champion for UCLA. Valerie Kondo's field looking on.
Nice high ginger. Something we haven't seen yet, swinging backwards into a nice straddle back handstand. Getting ready for a dismount. She has one of the most difficult dismounts in the competition. Double layout, full out with a great landing.
Wow, she nailed it. The feeling was that UCLA would have to make a mistake to let anyone else in, but the Bruins so far have been flawless.
Here's another look at our release move. It's a ginger, no form deductions. And also this dismount. Double layout with a full twist on the last flip. Great job.
The score for Bhardwaj, 9.95. So the standings after 4 rotations, UCLA, Utah, Nebraska, and Michigan. And the scoring average, it's UCLA, Alabama, and Utah. Let's go to Bonnie Bernstein, who's with Dan Kindig.
Dan, if you think about this time last year, it was falls on beam and bars that took you out of contention. Things are a lot different this time around, huh?
Yeah, they are. This is a lot more fun. And this whole season's been this way, where they've fought all year long. They've worked extremely hard throughout the whole course of the season. And this is just a reward for what they've done all year and the effort that they put in and the determination that they have.
Safe to say you can't say enough about Heather Brink, who in the preliminary round won the all-around competition.
She just keeps on shining. I'll tell you what, an athlete like that that just committed herself this whole year to give it her best and have this be her best year and come out like this, I mean, it almost makes you want to cry.
Well, we'll save that for later.
Okay.
Dan, thanks. Phil?
Thank you, Bonnie. UCLA marching toward the national championship. When we return, the Bruins will try to slay the demons of a year ago on the beat.